day one of the Gauteng Provincial ANC conference today. Like other conferences, fireworks are expected. Deputy Provincial Chairperson Lesufi and Maile are going head-to-head for the position of chairperson. ANC Acting Secretary General Pule Letshwiti-Jones failed in his attempt for the two to not contest each other. In the meantime, provincial leaders are pleading with the national structure to not try to influence the outcome. For more on this, I'm joined by our reporter Pule Letshwiti-Jones, who is outside the conference's venue in Benoni. Pule, I can see that quite a few of the delegates have arrived. We're expecting about 1,300 or more of them to participate. But this is history repeating itself, right, between Letshwiti and Maile. It's just for a higher position this time.
Definitely, we're expecting just about 1,133 voting delegates, including members of the Provincial Executive Committee and RAC members, the Regional Executive Committee members. Just for what we can show you right now is on our right-hand side. These are some of the members who have arrived here at the Lakeside Conference Hotel. Most of them chanting and singing in support of the Deputy Chair of the province, of course, being Lesufi. They have just arrived right now and will be making their way when the program begins this morning. But what we also know is that at the center of this program there is currently a Provincial Executive Committee meeting which is sitting to try and resolve some of the issues, which of course include the Ekurhuleni matter of 19 quarantine votes, as well as the irregularities which allegedly transpired during the Tshwane conference, regional conference that took place just a few weeks ago. And perhaps maybe while we're here, we got to speak to some of the members of the ANC who gave us clarity around this meeting that's currently taking place, which will, of course, give the order of the day in terms of the program having to unfold. Maybe perhaps we can take a listen to one of the regional members as well, who's got inside information about that PEC meeting, who spoke to us earlier on in the morning today.
We are going to a PEC now to hear what are the issues. I'm sure they have to do with the conference, and get some reports, of course, and then so that we get ready for the conference.
Does this include the issue of Ekurhuleni as well as the 19 quarantine votes?
I'm sure it does include it. We'll get a report because we had the NEC at discussions yesterday night, a long meeting. And we are waiting for the report from the NEC.
And just for someone who doesn't understand, how important is it that you address these issues before you go into the program of the day?
It's very important that we clear all issues that have to do with anything that can stop or rather delay the conference from starting, so that we're able to focus on policy issues of the ANC and then building the organization and uniting our organization. Because you can't start a meeting of the ANC when it has some issues.
All right, Pule, and Nkosi Ngciza is obviously been deemed an ally of Maile. We know that he suffered quite a blow to his campaign, for instance, when Irani passed away, because that was also his ally. But tell me, what are those delegates saying? I know it's just a fraction of the complete amount, but what are they saying in terms of the different slates and who they'll vote for?
Well, definitely we've seen those who are in support of Lesufi as well, and those who are also in support of Maile. You know, these are just some of those slates and delegates who've come here to show their solidarities for both contenders. We saw how the Tshwane Regional Conference actually transpired with the full slate in support of Mr. Maile. While the dynamics unfolding in Ekurhuleni as well, you've got some members there who are also in support of Lesufi. So it will be quite a neck-to-neck contestation here. But while we're speaking now, Masego, I just got to grab the provincial spokesperson of the ANC as well, Bones Modise, to give us an update regarding the Provincial Executive Committee meeting that's currently sitting and where we stand as to pertaining the program of the conference today. Bones, thank you very much for joining us on the eNCA. Maybe just a quick update, if you can tell us what is it right now that we're waiting for and where do we stand?
Okay, well, let me greet you and your viewers and indicate that we're still in the PEC. We're about to receive the report from the special NEC meeting that took place last night, and then take a decision on what needs to happen moving forward, especially around the so-called 19 quarantine votes and the 5 affected branches from Ekurhuleni.
Are there any other challenges that you're trying to deal with here, particularly around the issues of the Tshwane Regional Conference as well?
Not that I'm aware of. Everything that was pertaining to Tshwane, I think there were about 3 or 4 wards in their regional conferences that were supposed to be accredited. Others were accredited and given observer status. We know that by Wednesday everything had been dealt with, and that will form part of the report that we are receiving today.
Do we know how long this PEC meeting will be sitting for before the program of the day can commence?
The meeting shouldn't be long because it's a report that we are receiving, especially from the special NEC, and then the PDRC will give us the decision on the affected branches from Tshwane, and then we take a decision and we move to plenary.
So this will also dictate how the program will unfold during the rest of the day, if there's any challenges you have to resolve?
Yeah, had it not been of the special peace NEC meeting that took place last night, I'm sure we would have started by now. But that report is extremely important because it affects branches that's supposed to be here, whether they come into plenary or they don't.
Okay, Mr. Minister, thank you very much for joining us on eNCA, the spokesperson of the province, giving us an update regarding the Provincial Executive Committee meeting currently sitting, saying that they are awaiting a report, and that shouldn't take long before the program of the day can actually get underway.
All right, Pule Letshwiti-Jones, I see the people behind you signaling that they will be voting for Lesufi, but of course we'll get back to you during the course of the day. Of course, Pule Letshwiti-Jones in Benoni there at the venue where the ANC's Gauteng elective conference is taking place this weekend. Continuing with that story, the ANC's Gauteng chairperson candidate Maile says there is no bad blood between himself and Lesufi. The two are going head to head, of course, for the position this weekend.
When you go into a contest for elections, you can either win or lose. But at the end of the day, for us, it's not about who wins. It's about the ANC emerging and becoming victorious. We are matured. We all love the ANC. We want to see the ANC succeeding. We might differ on minor tactical issues. They are not strategic issues. The issue of who leads the ANC can't be our preoccupation. Our preoccupation should be the strategic challenges and issues that are facing our society, and how do we strengthen the ANC so that it has got the capacity to respond efficiently, effectively, speedily to the needs and the problems of our people. So that issue is neither here nor there. Whoever gets an opportunity because it's a privilege to be in leadership, it's not status. So if you have that privilege and you are bestowed with the responsibility, what you need to do is to exercise and execute it to the best of your abilities.